Great afternoon, everybody. Welcome, and welcome again. So excited to join you on this awesome Friday. It may not be beautiful outside, but it's still a great day to be alive and excited about it being Friday. Well, y'all know what time it is. I'm your girl Tish, the Tish LaCroix, T LaCroix. I'm just me. I love being me as I grow and develop myself, right? And so it's F Friday. Out F Friday? No, I'm just kidding. It's F Friday, and I know y'all like why this girl calls this. I'm glad because I ran it by my son. He was like, "Mama, that's different." And so, really, F Friday is all about how we can capitalize and live the life we desire, like just by these great F words. It actually is a pun on a book I wrote called The D's of Life, where I took D words. The book's called The D's of Life and how to turn them into A's and B's. And so really I took D words of experiences that I had over my life. And yeah, I just like it's a great book, I'm just saying. And so a couple of things, let's just get into this. Every Friday I come on, we may have a guest, and just have a conversation. Like there's a couple of different F words I thought about. I know people think of Freedom Friday, Fun Friday. Someone comes to me, fake it till you make it Friday. I thought that was cute. Financial Friday, faith-based Friday. Like it's so many F words, and so every week we have a different one. So, of course, I know I got one for today. Y'all gonna see some of my special guests, my friends, my family, some people I met along the way. They're gonna just have conversation with me, and they know how I am. So it's like, what do we expect? We don't know. She gonna be off the rail just talking. And so I'm grateful. I'm humble. I'm thankful that you're joining me on this Friday. I hope, like I said, I hope your Friday has been great. A couple of things I want to let you know is that I'm following the order of the squad, and so these videos will stay up so long, but they're always housed on YouTube. So definitely go like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all listen, this is a side note for me being a mom, but listen, me and my son, for some reason he has this competitive nature where he's like, I want to I can't, my mom cannot have more followers than me, right? So I need y'all to really go out and like really subscribe to my channel, because I'm like, he's like, oh, mom, can I have more followers than me? I have to beat him. Like I have to show him, no matter how old you are, as he would say, how seasoned I am, how many more years I have, a little more wisdom I have on him, I can outbeat him. So definitely all the information is down in the description of this video. So definitely head up to our YouTube page, like, comment, share, and of course subscribe to my channel, the LaCroix Entertainment Television. It's more than just about me doing these. It's, I might start doing stuff with me and Chloe, and then my goddaughter, she want to do this channel, this show with me. So I'm just excited just to have fun. Let's just have fun with my kids. That's what I do. And then what else? So, and I was down there too. Like I'm in TikTok. I call it TikTok. So if you hear me say that, it's just a joke I have with my children. TikTok. I have. My goal is to post them. I've been following people. I've been liking it a little bit, but I'm really gonna get into posting my own videos. That's my fun, Tish. I told the kids I don't really want to do a whole lot of teaching and all that stuff and talking about serious stuff, because they're like, I do that a lot on other things, really encouraging people. But I just want to have fun with my family, just have fun. I know if you can't laugh at yourself, I don't know who you can really laugh at. You can't laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time. So I'm working with them to post some videos. So y'all just bear with me, but just definitely go follow me on TikTok so you can be the first one to see when I start posting videos out there. I'm having fun. And then of course, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. My son is getting me on really going back and getting back on Twitter more often. So the Tish LaCroix. What else we got popping? The T LaCroix store. You can buy some of the favorite things that I say. The book is there. So if when this they're working on some stuff. So I know the thing is the actual piece where you can buy stuff from, but I know they're working on dumping, and not dumping, but placing some more products on there. So definitely grab your gear. I know My Two Cents and Tea is up there. For those who don't know how that show, I think this is My Two Cents Matter. So that's up there. So you can buy that. I think it's up there now. So hopefully by Monday we'll have some more items up there that talk about F Fridays. What else? Game changer. Well, game changer gear is already up. It's on something else. So if you want game changer, just let me talk some game changer gear. What else we got going on? It's just so much happening. I'm excited. Many of you know, as we go into our topic for today, don't plan on being on here long. It's Friday. I'm still working. I got things I got to accomplish, goals I got to meet. 86 days, I think, 84. It might be 84 to 2022. I'm so excited. But I'm more excited that I have days left to accomplish my goals. And so one of the things I want to talk about with all of you today is called forward thinking. This is Forward Thinking Friday. This is saying that I'm going to look, what do I have to look forward to? right? And I don't mean that does not mean that I'm going to start tomorrow or next year. What it means is that right now I'm going to capitalize this moment. And one of the things that I posted, I think maybe a week ago now, I posted a flyer, I posted a picture of myself, and I said that the next 90, it's like 92 days, well, 98 days at the time are about me. And I know I had people say, well, Tish, that's kind of selfish. And it's not, because I didn't say they were for me. I said it was about me. And there's a development space that I had to get to. And really, it was my forward thinking that I thought about, like, what better version do I want to be when I show up in 2022? How much better off do I want to be? How many more people do I want to impact? How much do I have to grow to really hit the masses of people that I know I'm supposed to impact in all of my ways? And truly, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be the first to tell you, if no one ever told you this, but the moment you make a decision to say, I'm going to kick addiction, I'm going to live for Christ. If you say, listen, I'm going to lose, I don't say lose, I'm going to get rid of the weight that's holding me down, whether it's a physical weight naturally or a spiritual weight that's holding me down. The moment you say, listen, I'm going to go after my dreams and goals and I'm going to live a life I desire, I promise you, I don't say, well, maybe. I know for a fact adversity is going to come. Adversity is going to really be what you got to fight against. And the fight is not anybody else. The fight is really a fight between you and yourself. I'm just being honest. And so that was one of the things when I made a decision, like, I'm going to really take every day. I mean, we hit adversity, things begin to happen, things begin to block us and want us to retreat back. But I want you to know you need to fight on. I don't think about that song, fight on the ship, the end shall be, but fight on, because that's where truly the rubber's going to hit the road. It's not going to hit the road when everything's going good and you're like, okay, I'm working through this thing. It's going to be the moment you get to that hurdle, that adversity, right? It's meant to come and make you stop. And so I encourage you, as I talk today, that you really think about what I want to accomplish over the next 80 or so days, and understand that it's still possible. So we think that once we get to a certain part of the year where we haven't accomplished our goals, we quit. We say, I'm focused on Thanksgiving. I'm focused on Christmas. I'm focused on stress. Because that's really unfortunately, that's what the holidays bring to people. But I said, no, I'm focused on hitting these goals. There are people that it's going to impact because I stayed the course. And I'm going to be honest with you all. The moment I made a decision, that procrastination monster has forever been on my back. And I've been in an all-out battle with procrastination. And it's not because I can't do the work, or I don't know how to do the work, or I don't have work ethic. The argument is that many of us have tried and we've gone forward and we've done different things. And here's what happens: because it didn't work out and because it didn't happen like we liked, it ate away at our belief. And that doesn't happen to everybody. It happened to me. Right? If I told people everything I encountered with 2021, they would say, it's just okay. But I'm like, it's not okay. It's not all right. It's not for this stuff to knock me down or knock me out. It's for me. It's to build you up and make you stronger. And so literally, I was like, I'm going to be honest with these shows we're doing. I was like, maybe nobody wanted me to do all this stuff. Maybe I don't know. I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm good. And then I got on a phone call with someone else, and it was like, wow, okay, Tish. And then I did something the other day, and I got a text like, you just so inspired me. And I'm like, me? Right? But I'm grateful because it reminds me that was my prayer. It was, God, show me how I'm making impact. You know what I mean? Every day. And so anyway, I just want to encourage you about that, real quick, as we go into this Forward Thinking Friday. I want to talk about streams of income. And I want to tell you, I remember when Friday would come and literally I would get that check and it would be spent. Like it was like, and I barely have a little bit just to take William to dinner. I barely have enough for us to just do something fun. And I always I want desire more. I want more. I want to see more happen. I want to have more, things going on. I knew I was called to greater and called to more. And then again, I tell y'all that, things like distraction and decision and disruption, it comes to knock you down. It comes to make you weak and make you not want to do anything, but really it should come and it should build you up. And so I remember, that at some point I realized that I had to use what I had as seed to get what I wanted. And in so many times we spend the seed and we eat the seed and we don't realize that was meant to be planted. If I knew what I knew then, and I really, not only if I knew what I knew, I really was, if I paid attention like I should have. When I think about, this is an example, when we give people opportunities, or we give we're praying for, can't get it out. We're praying for an increase. We're praying for financial blessings, and we don't realize that that's disguised as work. So we think that someone's going to tell us one thing and it's just going to happen. And it's like, okay, well, I'm going to give you a real life example. But people say that all the time, like, especially when it's a financial opportunity, it is like, this is what people say, well, how is it going to affect my taxes? I'm telling you, I never, I think that first year we didn't get any type of refund. I was like, okay, this is how millionaires feel. They don't even think about it because they're doing so much to make sure their wealth is forever growing. And so I was like, okay, so I got into the energy of, I get it now. You know what I mean? Year after year, I was like, I get it now. I get it now. I have to make sure my house is right. I get that being a business owner is game changing and shifting, not just for my investment, because when you first invest, you're like, okay, where's the money gonna come from? But you realize that it's a whole different tax game when you have a business. So anyway, I realize that people who do that are people who've not been educated on what you have. And I'm gonna tell you, the difference between you and the person who is doing it is the education. I'm a researcher by nature, but there's certain things, because I have a mentor, I don't even have the resources that this person doing it. They're making a little bit of change. I know, based on their track record and based on what I've been around as a mentor, hands down, I'm going to be okay. And so I got to that vein where I understood that it's what I knew. And it's really, here you go, it's not really what you know, but what you don't know that you don't know. Like, if you really realize you don't know everything and you put yourself in a posture of being a student, you will realize you don't know nothing. Like, you don't even know a little bit. Like, you'd be like, oh man, I didn't even know. We're talking about forward thinking. We're talking about what I want for 2022, 2023, 24, 25, right? 52 Fridays a year. What I want at Friday number 520, what is that going to look like? What is Friday number 5200 going to look like for me? Right? So here's the thing I wanted to talk about today, right? I was on a call. I'm getting y'all. They're like, Tish, what's going on? This is forward thinking. Like, I understand that we live in a mindset of, I want it right now. Like, I want it right now. I don't know if here's the lie we tell ourselves. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to tomorrow, which is true. But then what happens when you do? I don't want to outlive my money. I want my money to outlive me. And y'all can write that down. That's something actually, as I was thinking about what I was going to talk about today, what I talk about. I don't want to outlive my money. I want my money to outlive me. Because if my money outlives me, if the goal is 8 generations, oh, that's game changing. It's game changing. It's game changing for where my grandchildren will start. That's a game changer for me. So I was on a call and they were telling people, $25. I'm not gonna tell you the call. I'm not gonna. I was ear hustling. That's what I was doing. And I was on a call and I was telling for $25 and 2 people, you could own 100 and something Bitcoin. And I was thinking to myself, like, what? And then the person who was telling the people the information was saying that, I'm a crypto expert. And I looked at their portfolio and they couldn't explain to me things that I know crypto experts know. Like, there's certain things I'm gonna ask you about, you're gonna know. Like, I'm gonna give y'all a question. It's just off the top of my head. What do you have your money in the cold wallet or warm wallet? What kind of ledger do you use? Anybody who tell you they crypto experts, ask them kind of questions. On average, how many crypto are there out there right now? I'm gonna give you the side. If you can't, that's basic stuff. Basic stuff, right? And so I was listening to them talking, and I said, and I thought about it, and I said, I realized that these people want quick money. Like, I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I mean, and you have a need. Like, I really believe that, when you are in desperation need, I promise you, you cannot think purposeful life. Like, you cannot make impact because you're focused on income right now. It's a blockage. When money is an issue, it is a blockage from your true divine purpose. When money is a problem for you, it's blockage from your relationship. It's a blockage. It's a stress builder. It is a weight gainer. It's a suicidal thing. Like, people really go through these motions, and I'm sitting here saying, but my question is, who are you attached to? Like, because honestly, like, I really want this Fendi bag, but it ain't so desperate that I would take that money and spend that when I could put that money in a vehicle that could make me more money. I'm just being honest what I'm telling you about. I'm being honest. So let's talk about forward thinking. What I wanted to talk about today was, I really want you to think about that. Like, what am I doing for the future? What does my future look like? You know what I mean? And really say, if you're on a job and you really don't like that job, you're just trying to make ends meet. Like, I get it. Like, was a single mom. I get trying to just barely making it. Like you barely got to Friday. You barely going to get to Monday. I want you to think about that job in a different perspective, because I want you to think about, number one, think about a different perspective. I want you, this is the seed money that I need to grow my apple trees. Not me using apple trees. I don't know why apple trees has been like my example, but is this a seed? This is a seed I'm going to use to grow my apple trees. And then once I grow at least one tree, okay, I'm gonna pick an apple off there and put it over here and grow that, take an apple off here and go over there and pick an apple and go over there. Number one. Number two, it's a different perspective. Look at your job. This is the seed money. That means I'm gonna come in on time. If I thought about it like that when I was really working a traditional job, I would be like, so have a different mindset when it came to certain times of the year. And then the other thing I want you to do is I want you to really go back and pull those dreams. I told the squad, I said, listen, I want you to go pull back those goals, those dreams, I think the prophetic word, whatever you want to call it. I want you to go pull it back and look at it again and really remind yourself. Maybe it might be some things on that list already accomplished and you never went back to look at it. And have a heart of gratitude that it is that I may not be exactly where I desire to be, but I promise you, I am way or more better off than I was. My mindset has shifted. My goals have shifted. You know, my sight has shifted. My hearing has shifted. Who I hang around has shifted. And if that's not done there for you, you need to go back and reevaluate. Is this growing me? Is this killing my seed, or is this growing my seed? So now I want to talk about some things you can do to be forward thinking, right? So I want to show y'all, because I'm gonna get some clarity on this thing. Well, it's amazing that, you know, I just moved some of my stuff to my DeFi bank, man. Y'all, it was crazy. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. But listen, y'all said do what? And I did it, and I just already saw immediate growth in there, and because people didn't know what it was, and I didn't know. And then when it broke down to me, and I saw that I was connected to education that told me how to do it, I was like, wow, now I'm learning something else. It's not about saying, like I tell you all the time, like, there's some things I had to do that I'm doing now investment wise that don't make me like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this. That's not what happens. But I understand that this space affords me the opportunity to fund everything else I need to do, because I made a decision to learn. No different than I went to the University of Alabama, Roll Tide, right, to grow myself knowledge wise to serve my clients better. So that's all I did. I connected to an education to help me grow my mindset, learn a skill, and then apply the skill. And as a result, I see an increase. So I'm going to show you this real quick. I want to teach y'all something, because many of you shy away from certain things and are not clear on certain things. We're forward thinking, like, what can I do right now to make a better future for myself? What can I do the next 80 something days to make it better for myself going into 2022? Not wait until January. Like, I always take my birthday month, which is September. And that's the time I begin to put myself on the energy of what does 2022 look like, and what do I have to do this fourth quarter for me to really push myself to the next level. So I'm gonna show you this, and then I'm gonna get off because I'm hitting my time. So I got, as you are gonna see the last few on this page. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you're not gonna see all of them, but I want to show you that even if for the believer, those who believe, you know, in the Bible that says you should have multiple streams of income. I should have pulled that thing up so I could tell you what it was. But you should be in a position where you have multiple. Let me be very clear, and I'm gonna go through this because we're forward thinking. How can I then make impact? How can I make sure not just my four or my family, my immediate family, my children and my spouse or whatever are okay, but I'm in a position where I'm making sure, okay, good. I'm making sure that those who I'm connected to, I'm not just helping my family, but I'm helping other families also experience the freedom that they desire. I want you to understand that money is not why you want. That's not. Money is not about freedom. Money gives you opportunities that you're in a position to experience the freedom of saying, I'm walking in my divine purpose. I never could understand until recently why millionaires say, you know, like they're like, you know, money ain't even, I mean, I got enough money. That ain't, you know, I got money. That's not, they don't ever say enough. They say, I got money. But they never say, you know, they say, I'm making impact now. And guess what impact does for them? Produce more money. Like when they're changing lives, like it's just a never-ending cycle of gratitude, right? So I'm gonna go through this real quick, and again, I want you to think forward, thinking like the next 3 months, the next year. What can I do that day, this day, 2022 or 23 or 24 or 25 is gonna look different for me, right? So here we go. 8 streams of income. Y'all ready? Let's go. Earned income. Sum it up. Earned income, and I took this from a site on Facebook called Black Wealth, but I actually saw this on another page somewhere on my Instagram, and that's what made me think about it. So number one, earned income. Earned income is money you make by hand, meaning that you go to work every day, right? Or maybe you are self-employed. If your hand is working, right, or you know, or your feet are working, or somebody, your body has to actively be there for you to make money, that's earned money, right? right? That's you having to put your hand to the plow to make it work. Let me go ahead and debunk something that some people say. If you have multiple streams of income, it's not multiple things my hands got to do. Like if I say, like I have can't get it out. I have a event and talent management firm. I have to physically work. Like I have to make phone calls. I have to negotiate deals all day, right? But when I got employees, right, there's some things I don't have to do. Like now my system, but now certain things go through her or go through automation where when it finally comes to me, I'm doing contracts and looking at certain things, but I still have to work. Like I still have to I have to go do work. That's not, it doesn't negate that I have to do work, right? But when you get to a place you have employees, but I don't even have to show up, that's shifted. That's no longer urgent. I mean, that's that we call the right side of the quadrant. But if you have to put your hand to the work, that's you working. So just if you a hairstylist over here, but you sell products over here, then and you have to physically package the products and take the money and all stuff, that's still earned income. You have to physically be there to do it, then that's earned income. Okay. Profit income. So this is money you make by selling stuff. Let's say I had a bottle of water. It cost me 10 cents, but I sell it for $3. Well, that's a $2.90 profit, right? So that's money I made by selling the product. Now, here is where they overlap with earning profit. Now, here's the key to this though. You can in turn do what is called drop shipping, right? And you don't have to touch nothing. You set up the site, you have it, you really have to click a button, but you can get somebody else to do that part where it sends it over to who needs to go to. And now they deliver package. I don't have to touch nothing. I just see that my phone rings and money comes in my account. Now, there's a way that you can do that. I'm not going to put it on here, but I'm going to tell you that I know several people present, including myself, who were able to create an online e-commerce business. It's a great time to do one in 24 hours. And you're going to be like, Tish, that's not true. It's absolutely true. I watched the stuff. I did it for myself step by step, got my store set up. Now, you want this perfection of people jumping across and all that stuff. That's a whole different beast. But just to be in a position where money is coming in, profit income, where you may buy scarves or buy pajamas for 10 cents, but now you sell for $300. You can do that. Some of you want to know? Just ask me. I'll tell you how it works. Like real talk. And I can bring you. Actually, I have a guest that's going to come on one of the shows. I think she's coming on Game Changer Moments. And so she's going to talk about how her and her husband did that. But I'm telling you, it's possible that you can literally upsell stuff and not have to put your hand to the plow. Like seriously, somebody's gonna do all you do is get it set up, right? Interest income is money you loan out to someone. So it's nothing what the bank does when you mortgage a house or you buy a car. It's still interest income, right? So here's the thing too, and I'm like, well, how can I do that for myself? Well, you can loan people money. That's what you desire to do. But another way that I know here is how our tax liens work here in South Carolina is that you go to the auction, you buy the tax lien. Well, you can't go on the property; it's being held for a year. The person who owns it has a year. I know some states don't work that way, but this one does. You have a year where you before you can acquire the actual property, right? But in the meantime, your money is collecting interest on it. And if they pay the tax lien or whatever, then guess what? You get your money back plus all the interest. So that's a way to build interest, to have interest income, right? Dividend income, of course, is stock dividends. If you own stocks, you get dividends. Sometimes you get voting rights. I know we've had that with the stocks that we've owned. A couple of things I want to tell you too as well. For those that listen, I don't have $300 to buy, or I think it's like $3,000 now for one share of Amazon stock. You don't have to have a whole share. Take your $30, your $5, your $20, your $300, whatever you have, and put that towards stocks. For those who are just getting in the stock game and really want to just test it out and try it out, and you use Cash App, go on Cash App. You can buy stocks on Cash App. All of them are not listed there, but many of them are. And just find something that you may like or interested in. Like I'm a big investor in the hospitality industry because I understand it's gonna turn back. Like I'm serious, it's gonna turn at some point. And so I'm a big investor in that. And so you have to look at what you like or what is moving. Technology is moving constantly, so you can definitely get into the game. Don't feel you got to have millions of dollars to do it, but you can again start with Cash App. That's a way to start. They do have stocks on there, and you can go to other different things as you grow, right? Rental income. I know people think rental income is just rental homes, but now, and I don't even cannot think of the name of the company, but you can actually rent your car. So they have like the Airbnb of cars. You can rent your car to people, and they can actually go and do what they need to do. If they're going to drive Uber or Lyft, or they're going to drive not Uber Eats, was a Instacart, or they need to get to and from. They can actually rent your car. There's people making great money doing this. So that's something you may want to be interested in doing. And so that's a way you can rent a room, Airbnb, rent a room. There's so many different things you can rent, or building. I'm a licensed property manager. So, but there's so many options to the rental game. So that's a way, again, forward thinking, right? How can I take the seed that I have and begin to have a space in what I have? Capital gains, right? Of course, it's money you get as a result of increasing value of assets you own. So capital gains would be for those of you who buy digital currency, those who have digital currency, make sure you own it. And I'm gonna leave that right there. Make sure you own it, because a lot of people are saying they have digital currency and they don't. So make sure you buy your purchase from a reputable place. And here's how you know that. I would tell you that I'm connected with an educational platform that explains that to us, right? I know there's over 7,000 digital currencies in the world. And so they tell us, they let us know these are the top ones. Go research these. These are the ones that you want to look at. But any capital gains that you get, whether it's especially if you invest in the foreign exchange market, all that's capital gains. But it's good for you. I'm saying it's another stream where you can get income. And notice that most of these, if you really think about it, besides the earned income, most of these, right? Most of these, what I'm going to tell y'all, most of these, you're not doing anything. Like, you just invested your money in. You just put your money in, and you get it done. Right? That's it. All right. So royalty income is money as a result of somebody use your product, ideas, or presence. And then you're like, Tish, what is that? Royalties. People get royalties off of music. People get royalties off of their image. People are not talking about it, but Donald Trump has licensed his name. If you can license anything and just collect a check. Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary, he's one of the big people I know that deal with royalties. And so for those of you who may have an idea, or product, or service that you want to do something with, by all means, I'm sell. Get a royalty check. Think about it. If for every million, if they sold 1 million and you got $1 for every dollar, and they sold 1 million, there you go. That's what a royalty is. And then last but not least is residual income. So this is residual income is what you get paid even when the work is done. So once you've done the work, it's over, you still get paid. And the easiest example of this is multi-level marketing. People may think multi-level marketing is a pyramid scheme. I'm gonna tell you, there are things called pyramid schemes now. I'm not gonna tell you that's not true. And you will know that by this. Okay, here's the difference with pyramid schemes. I'm gonna put this right here so y'all are very clear. The difference between pyramid schemes and multi-level marketing, right? Residual income is this. A pyramid scheme says, if you look at how a triangle is set up, that the money moves upward, right? Meaning that the person at the bottom has to have people below them for them to even get paid. Okay, that's the gist of it. Like, if I connected Dana, and I'm using people because I know people. If I connected Dana and Dana doesn't, Dana has to connect somebody, or she has to connect Sister Strawberry. Sister Strawberry got to connect Brother Orange, or Brother Orange. Like, that's the only way I push up to the top of the pyramid. Well, with multi-level marketing, how it works is that it doesn't matter where you are, because if I decide to surpass the person that got me, let's say, again, let's go to that Dana example. Let's say Dana, I connected Dana to an awesome opportunity. Let's say Dana surpasses me. Dana, I may have been making 6 figures. Y'all, Dana, I made 8 figures. Guess what that means? She surpassed me, but yet I brought her in. It doesn't matter where you are. What matters is you do the work to help other people. That's the gist. And ultimately, it all benefits everybody involved. It benefits them depending on where their level of work was, or how far they've done what they do. Depends on how the level. So that's the difference. It's not well. That's what you'll see in companies where a person who came after somebody, shot to the top, and then this person is still still there. It doesn't matter. I'm not pushing anybody up. Right? We're all going up together. It just depends on where you got into the lineage tree. So the other thing I want to tell you about residual income is this right here too. It lasts. It's an income that you don't have to continue to work to get. It just comes, and because you made impact to people. And so here's something I want to tell people is that I want you to know the difference in income, because again, this is forward thinking Friday. This is you saying, how can I think forward and gather enough things that I need in order to make things happen, right? And so I connected with an educational platform, period. Let me tell you what I love most about it. This is the one thing this was sold me on connecting to it. It does not matter how many people do or don't that I tell the information to take action. It does not affect me getting what I need to get done at all. Because it's no different than if I referred 1,000 people to the University of Alabama. I can tell you I come here all the time. I can say, listen, we're the best school, got the best programs, whatever the case may be. But here at the end game, it's up to me if I'm going to graduate. It's up to me if I'm going to get the degree. It's up to me if I'm going to learn information. It's up to me that I'm going to make this experience at the University of Alabama the best experience I ever had. And so that's the same thing I say about the company I decided to connect with. Is that it doesn't matter. Like, I've shared opportunities with a lot of people, and I even put the link below in this video so you can see it. But and if they don't, okay. I just want to impact people. I don't want people to continue to be in the same situation that they. So I'm thinking futuristic. I'm thinking forward. I'm thinking, what's the next? Who's the next person I can help get to love? And there's people. Absolutely. There are people who I know I've connected to to a particular opportunity, and they have surpassed me. They're like, Tish, did you hear about this? Did you do about this? And I'm like, I don't even, that's on there. Right. And so I want you to think forward. I want your money to outlast you. I want you to be in a position where you're thinking futuristic. You're not thinking, well, just in a moment of pleasure. I don't want you to think about, like, this Friday, I'm about to go hang out all weekend. And that's great. I'll probably spend a couple of hours. If it doesn't rain tomorrow, which I doubt it's not going to rain tomorrow, I definitely will go take my baby to the little market because she can be outside for a little bit. Because it's probably the closest around people she's gonna get right now. But we could be outside for a little bit. We're gonna go outside and go by the farmers market so she can see the fruit, and we can pick out some fruit, and then we're gonna come at the house. And guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna work, because at the end of the day, my goals are so great. I want to be free long term. I don't want to be free right now and then I start to get up and do all this. I'm gonna work to the day I die, because I think I just want to work, and I don't have to. I may be doing something, maybe a different type of work. I don't know. But I know that I'm going to put my hand to something that's going to forever grow and flourish. And so I want you to think futuristic thinking. I want you future thinking. I want you to think about what the next 80 days is going to look like for you. Are you focused on this, but should be focused on that? Are you saying, are you going to waste the next 80 days? Are you going to say, I'm going to connect with opportunities that I know are going to take me higher? Are you going to say, I'm going to wait till 2022? Or are you going to say, I don't care that it's Saturday. I don't care that it's Sunday. I got stuff I need to do that's going to grow myself and grow my family. Whatever that is, I want you to think futuristic. I want you to think what I want to see at the end of 22, 23, 24, and why, and then take action now to make it happen. I hope you learned something today. I want you to know that Fridays will be here next week at 2 p.m. I love y'all so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose. Just a little over 80 days to 2022. How will you make impact? How will you grow? And how you will leave a legacy to forever change your life? Have a wonderful future thinking Friday. I hope you think about something great that'll take you to the next level. Love you.